Okay, here we go. This is a lower third molar on a 27-year-old male. Came in with swelling last week, pericornitis. I usually treat by taking the opposing tooth out and placing them on antibiotics, but he did not want to take out the upper tooth that day, so we're left with this. So I went ahead and stuck him on amoxicillin, 1,000 milligrams, 2 times a day. They're a lot cheaper than the 875s. The SIG for those are 1Q, 12 hours, so I'll go ahead and let them go out. So here we've got number 32. You can see the tissue is still a little puffy. There's no exudate, but I'm lining up to reflect a full thickness mucogingival flap. From the buccal, you'll go all the way to bone, and anytime you're using a scalpel, you always want to go to bone or tooth. Come to the distal of the second molar, and then I'm gonna do a sulcular incision and try to release the papilla between 30 and 31. If you're having an awful lot of trouble reflecting flaps, I think it's because you don't get past the horizontal portion of bone that covers the buccal roots. What I'll do is take a Molten Eye periosteal elevator, and the first thing I do is go right in the papilla. I would like to release that. Then typically I'm going to try to release back distally to prevent tearing any of the tissue, and then I want to get down and around the horizontal bone, get down to the vertical component of the mandible. Once you've got that, you can get down and you can see already that I'm below the periosteum. You want to take it below the periosteum, otherwise you're going to have an awful lot of bleeding. Just get it below the periosteum, and now we're looking at the tooth. In my mind, I'm always doing the same things over and over. Woodson 301, 34, pick up a handpiece, do that. Now what you want to do is make sure that you're not putting a lot of tension on that flap. I was just identifying that there. Now I look at this thing and I say, okay, what's the deal here? Everything's starting to move as I suspected. The tooth is basically out. I mean, what are we into this whole process? About 2.5 minutes. Here we've got a partial or full bony impaction. I'm not sure what I coded it. I'll find out here in a bit. But basically the tooth's out. I used a 301 elevator. Now I'm going to use a Cogswell B. You could use Tommy's crane pick in this situation. I'm just getting right in the furcation. It's popping the thing up. There it is. It's a suction extraction. And so then the first thing I want to do is I want to make sure, I want to make sure the guy isn't hemorrhaging too bad, but I want to check those root tips and make sure I've got everything. Everything looked pretty good, and so I'm going to curette out. I always curette, make sure that that happens, and we want to get any follicle out of there, any cysts that you may have. You don't want a dentigerous cyst or follicular cyst developing. I'll clean that out. Use a hemostat if I have to grab onto some of the tissue. There's a little piece there, a little tissue tag. And I noticed that there was some more follicle behind that second molar. I think I got it out. There wasn't a whole lot on this case because the crown had erupted past the bone in most cases. So I'm looking. Now I'm going to determine, do I need a suture or not? If I don't have to suture, one, it's easier on the patient, but the key is, does the flap lay down? If the flap lays down on its own, then I'm probably not going to suture. If I want to see the patient back, I will suture because I use black silk, the advantage of black silk is you get to see the patient back, see how you treated them. But anyway, basically that's about done. I'm going to take the bite block out, very important thing anytime you're doing an extraction on the mandible, and there you go. He was kind of nervous. I gave him a little tap, say, we're all done, buddy. And he goes, I can't believe it.